Hi everyone, welcome again. It's been a great time for me recently with some travels. The first time in a long time that the touring started up. So after 5 years, just got back from a beautiful trip of about 3.5 weeks across over to 3 locations in Spain where I was invited, and then up to south of France and also to Cologne, Germany. So it was just so beautiful to get out again and be extending and sharing and hugging people along the way and just feeling all the joy of the miracles. So many holy encounters. Such a beautiful divine orchestration of people who showed up and poured their heart out, and just a lot of dear friends. Some of them I hadn't seen for many years. Got to meet them along the way and really enjoy it. So yeah, it feels a bit like the momentum here as we come toward the end of 2024. It seems like the travel and touring momentum has started again. it's beginning to turn. So I came back from this trip having a bit of a rest right now, but gearing up to do an online live event coming up soon, and then a trip to Brazil, down to Sao Paulo, Brazil, to go do a beautiful retreat at a monastery down in Brazil, a little bit outside of Sao Paulo, and then also another retreat after a few days. So it looks like the Christmas season is lighting up for me to be in Brazil and to be with all the beloveds down there. It's interesting with Brazil because there has been such a strong call, and my friends Paulina and Gabriel and Luis are hosting, and they always are opening with wide open arms and warm welcome to come and share. And I think too, since quite a few years, it's the books Unwind Your Mind Back to God is printed down, translated into Portuguese, and so that's published as 3 separate books. It's a 3-part book, but it's published as 3 separate books, and Quantum Forgiveness and a number of publications have made it down into Brazilian Portuguese and kind of spread and disseminated throughout Brazil. So it looks to be a very deep gathering, a very deep time down there, and I'm really grateful for the invitation, and feels wonderful to come and share and shine. And in general, it just feels like here at the end of 2024 that some invitations have been coming in, and as well for 2025. So Japan is blinking. We have Kirsten and Lisa and JP already over in Japan right now, and just saw some video of a session they were doing. I think I happened to call in the middle of one of their morning sessions over there, just synchronistically and spontaneously, not planned. I just was calling in with a topic or question I needed to confirm something, and then just kind of got right in the middle of the gathering, a gathering of joy. So right now, Japan is blinking, and the Japan mission is well underway, and my feeling is I'll be going over there in March to share a couple retreats, so basically a more of a larger public gathering in a meeting place that holds about 100 people, and then going for a smaller, more intimate gatherings in a community that's a little bit south of Tokyo. So that's exciting. it's fun to just take it moment by moment and see where the calling is, what the calling is, and just answer the call wherever it is, however it comes in. I have loved, really, for many, many years, actually for about 38 years, I've loved answering the call and just going where the invitation is, and the strong invitation comes, and it's so obvious, and it's so joyful to answer the call, to answer the invitation. And this particular week, I have had a number of online sessions and encounters, starting off first with Miracles Cafe, my dear friend Akini Wild down in Australia. Started by recording a session with her, and that was deep. we were both swallowed up into light for that one. And then yesterday, my friend Alex Ferrari, who hosts a program called Next Level Soul, I came on his show again, and wow, what a pure delight. We were just going deep and rejoicing together, and so much love and so much joy and so much innocence just came beaming through us. It always feels good. I mean, every time I've had that connection with Alex, it has been just amazing. Amazing vibrations, amazing connection. So I'm sure that one will be coming out, one of his episodes on Next Level Soul. We talked a bit about Francis's movie Take Me Home, because Alex is starting a new platform, and if you enjoy Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like PureFlix, wow, this Next Level Soul platform is, I've seen a glimpse of it, and it's just juicy. It's a really, really full platform of spiritual awakening programs and movies and all kinds of shows, tools, resources. Oh my gosh, it goes on and on and on. And Alex told me he has curated each one of them. He's watched them all. He's totally given himself over. And he has such a big heart. He is such an open-hearted, open-souled, bright, shining reflection. And it's just always a pleasure to connect with him. And I had such a blast with him. And then this morning I was on A Course in Miracles meetup meeting, and with my friend Stefania and a lot of dear friends that are on the platform, on the meetup group, and it was just a treat. I haven't done a meetup group for a while, A Course in Miracles meetup group. It's been many years actually, but this is the first time I did an online event with meetup and Course in Miracles meetup, and we were talking all about the miracles and sharing some of the parables, but also the participants just poured their hearts out, and everyone was blessed. There was a lot of healing that was taking place, a lot of inspiration poured through, a lot of lifting into the heart of love, the heart of innocence. So that was beautiful. Thank you, Stefania, for inviting me. That was an amazing hour we had this morning. And it continues. My calendar has begun to fill up here as I come back from my travels, and crossing off the days, but things are lighting up, and it just feels like next week there'll be some collaborations happening. Basically, at the beginning of the week, Martin Moreo, he is a such a bright light. He is one of the most amazing Spanish Course in Miracles teachers. He speaks English and Spanish, and he's musically very, very gifted. And I've had some contact with him, and more recently he said he was coming up to the Lake Chapala area where I am, and he's going to be doing like a 3-day weekend session right down on Lake Chapala at a hotel where I have been before to see my friend Alex Serra. And then on Monday he's going to drop by our La Casa de Milagros, so we're going to have a keyboard ready for him, and wow, what a bubbling, bright, spontaneous expression of God's love is Martin. Martin, it'll be a treat. I've not met him in person. I've seen some of his videos, and actually I really am looking forward to meeting him and just collaborating and having a beautiful session together with our beautiful community there. And so it's also the beginning of next week is going to lead us roll into Thanksgiving week. So we'll have a big celebration on Thanksgiving Day, and I plan to show a movie to our community on Thanksgiving Day evening. But of course we'll have a beautiful feast. I don't have much of an appetite, but I will feast on all the love and joy of everything that is shared as we give thanks to God for creating us as the Christ. And our true identity is so wonderful, so loving, so filled with joy and love and laughter, and we give thanks to the Creator for creating us that way. And as we roll on toward the end of the week, the very last day of the month, it looks like an online gathering with a lot of my Spanish-speaking friends from around the world is starting to come into focus. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have, of course, translations, and I have a feeling it will just explode into a deep, deep experience, because we'll just open our hearts up again, and it's always that way. I think the last time I did one of these big online events with Spanish-speaking audience was when my friend Javier from Malaga, he hosted an online event before I went over to Spain. So Javier, or we call him Javi, hosted me and a group of dear friends at a hotel in Malaga, and then it was a beautiful 3-day retreat that followed up the following weekend with Jenny and Barrett at their Awakening to Love Center near Nerja, and then on up to a beautiful monastery about an hour and a half outside of Barcelona. And that was deep. We had a 5-day retreat there, and finished off with a very deep angel bath, and it was just precious, really precious. And then, a little trip to Paris, France, to a little town southwest of Paris called Nimes, and then over to Cologne, Germany. And that was a beautiful event. I met friends that I had only interacted with over the internet, and then many friends that I had known for years. A whole group came over from Holland, and it was just a flurry of miracles. Bhakti and Yen and the team, they basically, the band put on a mystical music performance, and it was just from the heart, and it was just a very, very mystical gathering. So here we go. We're at the end of 2024, and it feels like another swing of some travels coming up here in December, and then it feels like something's brewing. Don't know exactly what, but something's brewing in January, and then of course, we will see. I know I will be in Japan for part of March, and so all the way across the Pacific Ocean. That'll be beautiful. It's been quite a few years since I was there with Francis, and we were holding these deep sessions and gatherings, and then and for those of you that are Strawberry Fields Forever Music and Enlightenment Festival fans, it looks like May is going to be the month of the festival. We are just in the process of praying on that, but it looks like probably around late May will be the first time. I think that'll be the first time we've held the festival in the springtime. We've held the festival, I know, in the summer months and the fall months, but I think this will be the first time. So that'll be a joy too, to invite people from all over the country and all over the world to come and immerse in the deep vibe of the music, of the sharings, the teachings, the joy, the laughter, the synergy, the connection, the feeling of we are one self, united with our Creator. The feeling of all minds are joined, and there's only one of us, and that is something to celebrate. It's always something to celebrate. So, it's exciting. It feels like it's just all unfolding moment by moment, drip, drip, drip. And let's savor it. Let's savor the moment. Let's rejoice in this moment, and let's rejoice in the simultaneity of time, that it's all together for God. Okay, thank you. Hope to see